Up.
Hello.
Fancy meeting you here?
Guess who we are?
You'll never guess. Surprisingly, yes, we're back by the Derwent Reservoir because it's nice and it's close.
It's accessible.
Yeah.
Not too much of a drive.
And we've not, for a while now, we've not been able to get away and stay anywhere, so this sort of area has become our go-to for the weekend, hasn't it?
Yeah, for day trips.
Yeah.
Hoping that'll change on the 4th of July.
Yeah. But very nice it is for, you know, it's about an hour and 20 in the car. And it's a lovely area, so it's doing exactly what we want it to do. Yeah, it gives us our medicine for the weekend. But yeah, we're going to be, hopefully, come the 4th of July, back out to the likes of the Lake District and stuff. Not that we're dissing the peaks at all. Lovely area.
I'd love to come and stay here for a
Yeah,
week.
I would. But yeah, we'll be hopefully getting back out and doing some other trips come that sort of time. And we've got to mention as well, Shell's sporting an injury.
Owie.
Go on.
So I've hurt my neck and all my left side really. And I'd love to say that I did it careering down a mountain pass on my bike. But what happened was I went to sleep and I woke up with it. And I am in agony.
So today's hike is brought to you by ibuprofen.
We're popping these little bad boys today.
Yeah.
I've already had some.
So
And we'll
hopefully
see how we get on.
that will
It's
get you
just with
through.
the pack really. And getting a good deep breath is a bit painful. But hey ho.
These sleep injuries, man.
If Maury can do 2 Corbett's with a broken arm,
Yeah.
I can do a hike in the peaks with a bad side.
Shout out Murray for being ultimately hardcore. So yeah, we're back by the Derwent and we've got a bit of a route planned. This is actually one that hasn't come off the internet. I've just sort of made up myself and plotted into the GPS. So bit of a shorter route, bit of an easier route. We thought with Shell being not in fine fettle, we'll make it a bit of an easier one. So we are heading up the left side of the Derwent and cutting off about halfway up, I think, up into the hills there. So we shall check in a little bit further up. So, you probably remember from last week's vid, we talked about this stretch of the Derwent Reservoir being where the Dambusters practice their raid. You can see the dam down there in the distance. And what an amazing sight the Lancasters must have been. Well, my old mucker Jez, he's been kind enough to supply us with some footage of a 75th anniversary flyby from the Lancasters right here that he was actually at. So check this out. Pretty cool, eh?
Impressive.
That would have been one hell of a sight. Those 2 Lancasters with 4 Rolls-Royce Merlin engines each thundering away.
They're amazing, aren't
They're
they?
absolutely incredible.
You can imagine the sound of them
Yeah.
down this valley would have been
Pretty
amazing.
spectacular. So yeah, shout out to Jez for that. Nice one, mate. So, in true Peaks fashion, we've left the shores of the reservoir behind. We're starting to head up a clough, which I think is a Peak District term for a gully, which is there behind us. You can just make out that path, yeah, just there. Looks like quite a steep one.
Ditch Clough.
Ditch Clough, yes. So we will be heading up the clough soon.
You're such a child.
I am. Yeah, so we've come all the way up the side of the reservoir. Busy-ish, few people around, but still nice. But it's nice to head off the beaten track now and start looking
this is nice, isn't it?
up into the hills a bit. But this is a nice little spot, and we've stopped because we had an early light breakfast. Rice Krispie Squares. Rice Krispie Squares, what was that? Rice Krispie Squares. And some
tasty.
Fanta. So yeah, a little bit of a sugar hit, and we're going to be heading on up the clough.
I think we've got a bit of a climb.
Yeah, this climb is looking really quite steep, so we're sugaring up before we hit it, and then onwards and upwards. So we'll catch up even, up the clough. Would you believe a lizard in the Peak District? Not only a lizard, quite a brave one at that. Hello, little guy. Wow.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Ace colours. Hiding in the grass.
Don't bother him too much.
No. Stay away from the buzzards, mate.
So we've just come across this little bothy, probably a shooting hut. There's a lot of the grouse butts and stuff up there.
There's nothing in there. Ooh, cosy. Well, keep the rain off you if you're a busy grouse shooter in the poor weather. There's some holes in the roof that need fixing.
Be a good spot for lunch if it was kicking it down,
actually,
wouldn't it?
Yeah. I'll have to remember that one. that time again, lunchtime. We've found a little sheltered spot, a little clough to shelter from the wind. It's not too bad, but it's nice to get a bit of shelter from it, and the sun's come out.
Yeah,
so it's nice, it's warmed us up a little bit. Yeah, nice day all in all. And
it's crisp time.
It's crisp time. And after last week, we were quite surprised to learn that Mr. Carrington, Rab himself, had watched the video and had seen how pleased I was getting me hat and was made up with his crisp review, but also noticed that Shell looked a bit disappointed because she got nothing.
Wow.
So being the stand-up guy that he is, not only is he sent, and these look amazing, Tyrrell's sweet chilli and red pepper. Brilliant pack on them, if you can see that.
I don't know what the relevance is.
No.
Of the massive chilli and the
And 3
lime and
old firefighters, but still.
there you go.
But not only that, he noticed how disappointed she was. So,
Because there's no I in team, is the Mr. Carrington.
so Shell's now a member of the
The
Rab
test
test team too. So yeah. Again, if the weather turns, it's just he's sending us these hats, and just as the sun comes out and it's baking hot. So we promise we will review the hats at some point. They will get a review.
Definitely.
Maybe not today because it's sunny, but they
For
will
now,
get a
we'll
review.
go with the crisps.
So for now, do you want to do the honours? Tyrrell's sweet chilli. I'm going to relax and enjoy a bit of sunshine. So let's roll with the crisps.
Sweet chilli and red pepper.
Oh, and red pepper. Oh yeah. Oh, they're very good.
They're nice.
I've had some Tyrrells before and they've been good, but they are
Different class of crisp then. They're sort of
thicker and yeah, can you get a look at that?
close up on the crisps.
Crunchier, not your average crisp. Little bit of an afterburn to them, just slight. Oh yeah. Very impressed.
Yeah, me too.
That spice is just right for me as well. Just there, but not too strong. Oh, they are lovely. Oh, I'm going to go quite high for them. Oh, that afterburn's getting stronger. Nice though.
I think I'd go like 9.5.
I'm going to go 9.6.
Are you?
I think does that beat the cheeseburger and the
Yeah, I think
dill?
it does.
I think they could be top of the
Might be on
leaderboard.
top, yeah.
They are. I'm having another one. They are superb. So, are we evening
Let's
it out?
go with 9.6.
You want to go for
Yeah.
9.6? Okay. It's a 9.6 on the sweet chilli and red pepper. And huge thanks and big shout out to Mr. Carrington for the 2 packs of crisps and the 2 hats. Respect. So, no, we don't know what that noise in the background is.
Sounds like a dinosaur.
Anyway,
Dinosaurs in the Peak District.
it's the T-Rex we've just passed at the top there. Yeah, we've come along the moorland, which was really nice. Birchintree Moor, was it? Something, or Birchintree pasture,
Lovely.
which was a lovely little section. Had our lunch and we've made our way back down to this gorgeous forest area. Love, there it is again. It's a bit eerie, that, isn't it? Love the feel of forests like this when they're really still, and it's a bit cloudy, but really nice atmosphere to them. And I was going to check in and ask how the patient was.
Yeah, it's definitely still there. I'm much better now. Ibuprofen is my friend today. It was bad after lunch, and
200 milligrams all round, folks.
yeah, I've been in quite a bit of pain the last
Yeah, it's
couple
not
of
been
days,
good.
haven't I? And I did have concerns about having a pack on all day, but I tell you what, shout out Osprey, because this pack is absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
We've
fair
had them
dues.
for about, what, just over a year
About
now?
a year now, yeah.
And I'd never have another pack. I think
we've had, in the past, we've both had a multitude of different backpacks from a multitude of different brands and manufacturers, and they've all been okay, haven't they?
yeah.
But the Ospreys are just
But by
something
the end
else.
of a walk, you're always feeling it on your shoulders, particularly today, obviously. I've not got the best of backs anyway, have I?
No, it's not, not
and the
strong.
weight distribution in an Osprey.
It's just the
It's
comfort.
just-
The overall comfort is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
I mean,
You
I
don't
think-
really feel like you're carrying anything. It doesn't put any pressure on your back.
No. We
I
started
just
to
love them.
realise that a lot of the top dudes were using them and started to sniff around and have a look into them. And I think you bought me this one for my birthday, and this exact pack is actually what we noticed what Aunt Middleton used to hit the summit of Mount Everest. So,
Same colour and everything.
well, not this one actually, this is mine, and said to him, no, you'll have to buy your own. But no, I thought if it's good enough for that kind of stuff, then it's good enough for us. But once you've used them, you'll never go back. There's
No,
nothing.
I'd never have. It's probably my favourite piece of hiking equipment.
Yeah,
It makes that much of a difference.
yeah, it really does.
And I'm not that much of a kit nerd like someone.
So yeah, first of the, we've dipped our toe in the kit reviews there. First of the sort of kit
Talon
reviews,
33,
started by her as well. There you go. There's your Osprey Talon 33. Or Talon, oh sorry, yours is the Tempest, mine's the Talon.
Ah, right.
Same pack
Same
though,
thing,
basically,
just
yeah.
using hairs.
But yeah, huge shout out Osprey, making some amazing stuff.
And helping my sore shoulder today.
Yeah. So, possibly considering when we start wild camping again, buying some bigger ones, some sort of 70 odd litre ones, just because you're carrying such heavy packs on the wild camp that
Yeah. I
the
think
comfort
it'd
would
be
make
worth it.
a difference. So yeah, shout out Osprey boys. So as the sun starts to peek back through, we find ourselves heading back to the car park. But another good one.
It's been good.
Mm.
I've enjoyed that.
And this was my route, Pete's routes,
Yes. Pete's route.
which usually get a lot of flack.
I take it back on that occasion. That was a good route. It was mixed
I'm pleased with
terrain.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, it was nice. We stayed on the path.
yeah,
Which
yeah.
is
No,
not many.
no off-path action.
Oh, it was really
But
good.
yeah, enjoyed it. So we'll be signing off now until next week, and we might have something a little bit different in store next weekend.
We might only make it as far as my friend's house next weekend.
We'll see, but we'll be outdoors hopefully.
Still be outdoors.
So yeah, for now this is us signing off from another good one. Cheers, and we'll see you next time. Ta-ta.
Bye.